Mayor MARILYN Strickland is launching a new workforce development initiative. The Tacoma Art Museum features prestigious works from the Smithsonian's National Portrait Gallery, and it's time to lace up for the great preservation race. All that and more on this edition of Tacoma Report. Hello, I'm Anita Gallagher. In her final State of the City address, Mayor MARILYN Strickland spoke to a full house at the Hotel Murano in downtown Tacoma on the theme, Educate, Connect, Prosper.
So let's finish what we started in 2010 when I first took office, and let's set the stage for the next chapter in Tacoma. Educate, connect, prosper for the city that is our destiny. The international waterfront city that is a leader in education, the arts, and environmental stewardship. The city that is accessible, welcoming, and treats all people with respect and dignity.
Community members are invited to engage in the planning and development process through a series of upcoming public forums. These forums are designed to give participants an overview on how the process works, how decisions are made, and how the public can comment on current projects.
So we want this to be much more of a dialogue, a back and forth, more personable. So we'll have a lot of staff there from Planning and Development Services, folks representing our site development team, our land use, current planning staff, long-range planning, as well as our permit staff. A part of this will also be some web training. We want to help people learn how they can get the information they want about what's going on in the city of Tacoma and how to get involved. We want to help facilitate a more active, engaged, informed citizenry who feel empowered to participate in the planning and development process.
For dates and locations of the upcoming forums, visit the PDS webpage. In an effort to improve the way it does business, the city is transitioning to a cloud-based procurement platform called SAP Ariba. Maria Lee tells us more in this report.
The new application will streamline the procurement and payables process, making it easier for businesses to contract with the city.
So the number one question that suppliers ask us at any vendor outreach event that we attend is, how do I register for notification of your contracting opportunities? And finally, through use of the Ariba network, suppliers will be able to self-register for notification of the contracting opportunities as well as submit their responses electronically. And then they'll be able to receive purchase orders and contracts and sign those contracts electronically as well as submit invoices through the Ariba network.
As an organization, the City of Tacoma enjoys benefits like improved spend analysis, which enables more informed procurement decisions. The new system is being implemented in phases, and the city has begun to post contracting opportunities via the new process. For Tacoma Report, this is Maria Lee.
The SAP Ariba transition is scheduled for completion this spring. For more information about the city's new online procurement platform, or to register as a supplier, visit tacomapurchasing.org/eprocurement. After the break, we'll get some tips on how to prevent vehicle theft. Don't go away. Motor vehicle theft is a problem that can happen anywhere, and it accounts for billions of dollars in losses every year. Fortunately, there are some quick and easy things that you can do to prevent vehicle theft. Maria Lee has this story.
There are a number of things that you can do to try and prevent vehicle theft, and sometimes the most effective things are the simplest.
You know, people think that purchasing fancy car alarms or anti-theft systems is the first line of defense, and it's really not. It's taking that extra second or two to make sure that your keys are removed from the car, making sure that all your doors are locked, all of your windows are up, even your trunk is locked, because thieves can crawl in through a trunk and in some cars get into the main compartment of the car. It's really, really easy to steal a car these days. And if we're not going to take that extra time to make sure that our car is secured, the thief will take the extra time to see which cars are unsecure.
Other things to remember: don't ever leave your vehicle running unattended, whether it's to warm it up in the morning or even to dash into a store quickly. Parking in areas that are openly visible, not leaving valuables visible in your car, and having visible deterrents also help. For Tacoma Report, this is MARILYN.
In the unfortunate event that you are a victim of vehicle theft, call 911 right away so an officer can respond, and be sure to provide your license plate number. The city's Mental Health and Substance Use Disorder Sales Tax Fund provides funding for services that address these issues in our community. Megan Snow brings us more in this update.
0.1% of taxable sales in Tacoma is set aside to fund programs and services that help people overcome challenges with mental health and substance use disorders.
Being able to collect the mental health substance use disorder sales tax dollars is so important for our community. It's an additional way to provide support and services to those who are most in need.
The funding is available to organizations through the application process.
Right now we are running a funding process that is specifically for this mental health sales tax dollars, and we will notify the community through the newspaper and on our website, and then we will specify that the source of the funding, and then we hold training sessions so that interested parties can learn more about what the use of these dollars is intended for.
For more information, visit the city's website. For Tacoma Report, I'm Megan Snow.
The 0.1% tax is earmarked for programs that specifically address mental health or substance use disorders. In this next report, Megan Snow takes a look at a program that helps create partnerships between people who need a home and people who have space to share.
Boarding, or offering rooms for rent, isn't a new idea. It can benefit homeowners and those looking for an affordable housing option.
All our programs work with community members that are experiencing homelessness or a housing crisis. We're unique in that on our 2 home share programs, and actually our transitional family program too, is we're using existing housing stock. So we're able to house people that are needing housing or allow them to stay in their homes without waiting for affordable housing or other housing to be built.
The organization added another program, the Host Home Program, in partnership with the Reach Center in 2012 to address a growing need for shelter for unaccompanied homeless youth and young adults.
We also have it in our youth program, the Youth Host Home, and it's fashioned after the adult program with 2 caveats. One, that the home provider agrees to be a mentor to the youth while they're in the home, and that the youth agrees to be pursuing education and employment.
The organization is accepting applications for its programs. If you are interested in participating in the program, visit them online for an application or call. For Tacoma Report, I'm Megan Snow.
The program began in 1991 and continues to help people find and keep their housing. 2016 was truly a year of giving by employees of Tacoma Public Utilities. A new report shows how the spirit of volunteerism and helping those in need around our community remains strong. John Phillips has more.
Rebuild is also coming up. We have 2 big events that we are.
Leaders of Tacoma Public Utilities Community Connection Volunteer Program plan yet another year of giving activities for 1,300 plus coworkers. Each year, employees take part in Rebuilding Together South Sound, a massive home makeover enabling a neighbor in need to remain in their home more safely and comfortably. They collect food, school supplies, and warm clothing. They raise thousands of dollars for the Boys and Girls Clubs with a bowl-a-thon. They tackle the community's hunger problem by volunteering at local food banks.
The Delectable Desserts Bake Sale on Valentine's Day is one of the activities. Proceeds go to help needy seniors pay their utility bills.
Our Community Connection program has about 42 separate activities that we do with employees through the year, so we have a little bit of everything.
The results are in for last year. TPU's employees donated after-work volunteer hours, goods, and cash valued at almost $322,000. Last year, TPU's employee-led volunteerism program was awarded the very first employer-based volunteer service award by Governor Jay Inslee.
Well, growing up, I was a child of poverty. We went to the food banks. And so for me, because I'm able to now, and you know, it just feels good to be able to give back and knowing what that feels like.
Backgrounds of the volunteers may vary, but many coworkers agree there is great joy in helping those in need. For Tacoma Report, I'm John Phillips.
One of the most popular volunteer activities is a monthly repackaging of bulk food items into family-friendly quantities for local food banks. TPU employees have already signed up for all of the available volunteer spots for that activity through the end of 2017. When we come back from the break, we'll take a peek at the new exhibit visiting the Tacoma Art Museum. The Tacoma Art Museum has displayed many nationally acclaimed exhibits over the years, but the current showcase from the Smithsonian National Portrait Gallery in Washington, D.C. might be one of the best. Tacoma Report's Lane Fickey brings us the story.
The Outwin 2016 American Portrait Today exhibit features 43 works of art from finalists all over the country. These works include drawings, sculptures, paintings, photographs, and mixed media. It's designed to help explore the way people view others, sometimes with preconceived notions. This is the first time the exhibit has been seen outside the Smithsonian Gallery, and Tacoma is the only West Coast destination.
For Tacoma, it's partly, portraiture is one of those art forms people often think is maybe it's old-fashioned or it's something that you did in the past but don't do now. So I think seeing that it's a living, breathing, interesting art form is great. We have a lot of Northwest artists who do interesting portraiture, so for them to be able to see what's happening in the rest of the world and for us to be able to compare what's happening nationally with their work is really helpful.
The exhibit features a vast array of subject matter, from standard portraits to ones that feature a social cause.
It is the best of American portraiture today. All of the work was made before or after 2013, so it's a very timely selection of work, and it represents all of the issues and discussions that we've had across the nation leading up to the election and since the election. So everyone can find a connection, I think, to the work on view.
Not everyone gets a chance to travel to Washington, D.C. to visit the Smithsonian, so this is a great way to see an amazing exhibit right here in our own community. The Outwin exhibition will be here through May 14th. For Tacoma Report, I'm Lane Fickey.
When the Outwin exhibit finishes its run at the Tacoma Art Museum, it moves on to Corpus Christi, Texas, and then finishes in Kansas City, Missouri. Registration is now open for a popular Historic Preservation Month event. Stacy Ellifrit has more on this downtown Tacoma race that offers some amazing challenges.
For the third year in a row, an event is taking place where teams race to complete exciting tasks as they learn about the city's unique cultural resources.
This year's Amazing Preservation Race is part of both Historic Preservation Month and Tacoma Art Museum's Prairie Line Trail Festival, which both happen on May 7th. The race will start at 11 a.m. at UW-Tacoma Stairs. You can register at eventbrite.com, and teams of up to 2 are $25 and teams of up to 4 are $50.
Creating a chance to learn about Tacoma's history in new ways, this race is not only fun, it's competitive as well.
We have a new course, and the top 3 teams will win a lot of prizes. In the past years, we've had Seahawks tickets, Rainiers tickets, Broadway Centers tickets, so it is a lot of fun.
Tacoma's remarkable maritime heritage is the focus of this year's theme.
This year we're celebrating Tacoma's maritime history and rails to sails because of everything that's happening with the Prairie Line Trail construction. Also, later this year we have our Youth Summer Heritage Program, which is going to celebrate the proposed National Maritime Heritage Area, which focuses on Tacoma.
This event is a great way to experience Tacoma's walkable, historic downtown and its many unique spaces and places. For Tacoma Report, I'm Stacy Ellifrit.
To register your team, check out the Amazing Preservation Race events page. Back again to test your knowledge of state and city trivia is the Tacoma Trivia Night. The event will take place at the Swiss Restaurant and Pub on Wednesday, March 15th at 6 p.m. Players will have a chance to win prizes. Tacoma Trivia Night is free and open to the public. To RSVP today, visit the city's event site. Brianna Mitchell of the Boys and Girls Club Lakewood branch was recently honored with the 2017 Youth of the Year Award by the Boys and Girls Club of South Puget Sound. Outstanding youth from each of the local club branches competed in several areas, including home and family, moral character, community, service to the club, and public speaking.
The staff showed my family nothing but love and support. So you see, the club is home. We're a family. Through all the ups, downs, and turns, the club was there for me. Being Youth of the Year has empowered me to fulfill my goal of being a psychologist. I want to help the kids who are having a hard time in life. The Lakewood Boys and Girls Club helped shape who I am. The club loved on me, so it's my time to pay it forward.
Brianna Mitchell has advanced to the regional competition, and if she wins there, she moves on to the national finals in Washington, D.C. That's all the time we have on this edition of Tacoma Report. A great way to find out about the services the City of Tacoma has to offer is by going to cityoftacoma.org. Until next time, I'm Anita Gallagher.